Thanks to you, I can arm the town should the need arise. Thanks to you, I can arm the town should the need arise.
Good to see you again, my friend. You'll be happy to know Idona's father has given us permission to marry. We are to be wed this spring.
I hope you will both be happy. Good luck and goodbye, Rowley.
Back again.
Beware the swirling stones!
You haven't got the stomach to face me! Face a Dunadan now!
sign's right. Numen and Kalaran fought a battle here as well. And look here. The broken shards of a ranger's sword. I know this blade. It belonged to Kalaran.
This is proof your comrades were brave. Where are they now?
This tomb makes my blood run chill.
This is no place for living men. Let's find my friends.
Let's hope we're not too late.
The signs are clear. Rangers were once here. They left some useful items. He lives. Can you hear me, Lewin? Awake!
No strength can prevail against this sickness. What good are swords in the face of this plague? What wasn't the name of... Eridan?
Yes, it's me, my friend.
I have been dreaming.
As you awoke, you said something about a plague. What did you mean?
I don't know. It was as if I was someone else. I remember a plague and despair.
The Great Plague. Nearly 300 years ago, it devastated the Dunedain of this region. You were sharing the dreams of those for whom this tomb was made.
Well, let those dreams remain with the dead. I want no more of them.
How did you end up in this burrow?
I recall we were making good speed through the downs, eager to return to our friends. But a fog began to rise and it became hard to find our way. We began to hear voices calling to us, as if from far off, or else underground. And then, the dead were all around us. We fought them, but then I felt the presence of something else, something stronger, more evil. I saw a shadowy figure seize hold of Kalaran and he fell senseless. Came for me. That is all I remember. But if I was brought living into this tomb, then the same would be true for Kalaran. We need to find him.
That's what we intend to do. Are you strong enough to join us?
Yes, I think I can keep up with you.
Let's go before any more dead things decide to turn up.
It's Kalaran! A friend! I cannot!
The man you knew is dead. This is but a cruel trick. Defend yourselves!
Hard still to see his remains desecrated in this manner. But at least now he is at rest. But you, how are you bearing up?
First Black Riders, now Barrow-wights. This is more than men should have to contend with. But where there is life, there is hope. Thanks for your concern, but I will be all right. I owe it to those who have fallen to go on as best I may.
We've gathered many rich treasures from this tomb. You certainly deserve a share.
Thanks, but it would only serve to remind me of all of this. You keep what you have won.
The Barrow-wights have been driven out. The way back to the surface is now clear. I trust you will be able to make your own way back to the South Ford.
Eradan, it is good to see you safe. Eladan and Elro here told us of your actions at Fornost. Such courage and skill brings honor to all the Dunedain.
Indeed. It is an honor to welcome one so brave to my home, and your companions as well.
I am grateful for what you did at Fornost. If Agandaur's forces had joined in the hunt, there is little chance that I and my charges would have made it here to safety.
I am glad to have been of service. What befell you after we parted?
I found the hobbit Frodo Baggins and his companions and led them through the wilderness, hoping to throw the Nazgul off our trail. All the same, 5 of them attacked our camp at Weathertop, and Frodo was badly wounded. After that, the enemy pursued us almost to the hidden pathways of Rivendell itself. We never would have saved Frodo, except that we had the help of Elrond and his people.
How did you manage to escape them?
The river of this valley is under the power of Elrond, and it will rise in anger when there is need to bar the ford. As the Black Riders attempted to pursue Frodo across the river, they were swept away in a great flood.
So that is the end of the Black Riders?
No, ring wraiths cannot be so easily destroyed, but we can hope they were unhorsed and uncloaked. Without their mounts, they are crippled, and will be forced to make their way back to Mordor as best they may.
These ring wraiths, as you call them, what are they?
They were once mortal men, great lords, warriors, and sorcerers. They were ensnared by Sauron, who lured them with promises of wealth and power, and gave to them rings of power. But they were deceived, and quickly became slaves of the Dark Lord's will. They ceased to live as men long ago, and now exist only as wraiths. They are shadows, invisible and immaterial, given shape only by the robes they wear, yet their power to inspire terror and their mastery of dark sorcery makes them terrible foes.
I still cannot understand why the most dreaded servants of the enemy would pursue a hobbit in this manner.
I think it is time we told our newfound friends what they have gotten themselves into.
I admit I am eager to know. I cannot imagine why the enemy would send the Nazgul into the Shire.
You have more than earned such an explanation. Tell me, what do you know of Isildur's Bane?
I know nothing of this. What is Isildur's Bane?
Isildur's Bane is the Ring of Power, forged by the Dark Lord Sauron long ago.
Into this ring, Sauron bound the greater part of his power, but it has been lost for many hundreds of years.
Why did Sauron make the ring?
It was part of a grand deception. Sauron taught the elves the art of making rings of power, but secretly he planned to make one master ring through which he could control all the lesser rings and those who wore them.
Why would the elves choose to learn from Sauron? They must have known he would betray them.
At that time, Sauron was still able to assume what form he wished. He came to the elves in a fair guise and played on their greatest desire, to preserve and protect what they loved in Middle-earth.
Eager for knowledge, they learned from him and made many rings. The greatest of these were Narya, Nenya, and Vilya, the 3 rings of the elves. When Sauron forged the One Ring, the elves were instantly aware of his betrayal.
The Dark Lord made war on the elves and seized the lesser rings. These he gave freely to dwarves and men. Those same men who became the Nazgul. To Sauron's dismay, the dwarves proved less easy to dominate. By force he took back 3 of these dwarven rings. The rest were consumed by dragons and destroyed.
The elves were very hard-pressed, and Sauron's dominion spread over the greater part of Middle-earth.
What saved the elves from final defeat?
The coming of our ancestors, Eredan. The Dunedain, led by Elendil the Tall, a lord of lost Numenor, came to Middle-earth seeking new lands in which to dwell. They were the sworn enemies of Sauron and staunch allies of the Elven King, Gil-galad.
An alliance was formed between elves and men, and together they drove back the armies of Sauron.
In the end, Gil-galad and Elendil threw down Sauron, at the cost of their own lives.
What became of the ring after Sauron was overthrown?
It was claimed by Isildur, Elendil's heir. It was he who cut the ring from the Dark Lord's hand with a hilt shard of his father's sword Narsil, broken in the battle.
I counseled him in vain to cast the ring into the fires of Mount Doom, near at hand, but he would not heed me.
You did? But I thought the War of the Last Alliance was a long age ago.
So it was indeed, but my memory stretches back even to the elder days. In the War of the Last Alliance, I served Gil-galad, and I witnessed the overthrow of Sauron and Isildur's claiming of the ring firsthand.
So the ring was not destroyed, and now it has reappeared.
Quite right. After lying lost and nearly forgotten for centuries, Sauron's ring has once again been found.
Do you mean to say the halfling Aragorn rescued has come into possession of the Dark Lord's ring?
Small wonder the Dark Lord sent his deadliest servants to search for it. What will become of the ring now?
There is no safe resting place for the ring, not even here in Imladris. It is a danger to all who come near to it. There is only one course left to us. The ring must be destroyed.
To do so, the ring will need to be cast into the same fires from which it was forged. Those of Mount Doom, in the land of Mordor. The hobbit, Frodo Baggins, has agreed to take it there.
You're not going to send a hobbit off to Mordor alone.
No, certainly not. A fellowship will be formed. A fellowship of 9. 9 walkers set against Sauron's 9 black riders. Among this fellowship will be representatives of all the free peoples of the world. Elves, dwarves, and men.
What can the rest of us do to assist you?
The Nazgul and Agandaur are dire threats. We must learn all we can of their movements before the Fellowship is to depart. Scouts will be sent out in every direction to scour the lands around Rivendell. Your aid in this would be of great service to our cause.
Very well. Where should we start?
Agandaur is our chief concern. Although the Nazgul are powerful foes, their mission here in the north is abundantly clear. We can only guess what Agandaur may be planning, or where he went after he escaped from you.
I suspect he may be planning to move against us here. Sauron's hatred of the elves is very great, and he does not forget the hand we played in his defeat during the War of the Last Alliance.
If it is strength he wants, he may well find it among the Etenmoors.
You know that region better than I. What can you tell me of the Etenmoors?
The Etenmoors are a spur of the Misty Mountains, lying almost directly north of Rivendell. It is a wild region of very rugged terrain, home to many trolls and giants.
I myself was in the Etenmoors but days ago. I saw no sign of Agandaur's presence. Neither did I encounter trolls. That fact alone is troubling. It could be that they are gathering in force, somewhere among the moors.
If so, it is best we learn of it before they can take us by surprise. We will scout the Etenmoors to see what we can discover.
From what I have heard of you, from Aragorn and Elrond's sons, I expected no less. Still, you have had a long road and hard fighting to get this far. Take what time you need to rest and recover before you set out. The Etenmoors are a dangerous place for the unprepared.
The hospitality of my house is yours for as long as you wish.